Gnomad Gamers, and welcome back to another episode of the Gnomad Gamers Podcast.
Don't you mean Nomad Nation?
I said Gnomad Nation.
No,
you said Gnomad Gamers.
Oh, my fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
As they said. Anyway, start it over. You didn't watch this part.
19 seconds in and you already fucked it up.
We're just going to skip past that. Welcome back, Gnomad Nation. Welcome back to another episode of the Gnomad Gamer Podcast. I am 1/3 of your Gnomad Gamers. To my right here are the other 2/3. Guy's father.
All powerful.
And then you got Fireball. Fireball.
I already did my finger point.
You didn't say anything yet.
Lazy ass.
Let's get a load of this guy.
Move on.
That guy.
We make up your Gnomad Gamers.
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks! On YouTube, we're still sitting pretty steady at our 24 subscribers. Thank you.
The viewership's up though.
Viewership is slightly, it's getting up.
Starting to get more engagement.
But you know what though? I'm okay with the viewers that have subscribed as long as the views, we're getting good views. That's what matters.
We've been engaged.
We have engaged the gnomes.
No, he knows the reference.
I'm actually looking into that, see if I can't get the rights for that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Star.
If we can get rights to use that music, I know exactly what the.
I thought you were
We'll
talking.
talk about that after.
I thought you were talking about Star Trek, where we have engaged the board.
No.
Yeah,
Who's watched Star Trek?
Star Trek the game. Duh.
Who?
Shut up. Moving on.
What's Star Trek?
Let's get to our socials.
Yeah, YouTube. Thank you, viewers, subscribers. There's a button over on that side. God,
That way.
over here on that side. Subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell so you know when we upload a video or go live. Please, it helps us so much. Spreads awareness out there for our
viewership.
debauchery.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a
You
good
can
word
hit-
to use. Not
You can hang with the gnomies.
And to our Facebook users, thank you. We are, I believe we're up a follower.
Nope,
No,
we
we're
are
not.
static.
No, it
Nope.
looked like we went up to
Yeah, I thought we were at
53.
52.
Well, we were at 52 last episode.
Yeah,
I
we were
just
at
checked it.
53. No.
No,
We're
it's
at
just
52.
52. Nope.
But
Radio
anyway,
silence on that front.
Anyway, thank you. Your viewership is always appreciated.
Hey, is your sound on?
Yes, my sound
Does it
is
sound on
on.
this time? Yeah. Is it?
Since you
Oh no, he's looking at the
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Yeah.
lagging right now.
since he royally screwed over his TikTok.
Hey,
face.
you hear the sound on that? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I hear the sound. Okay,
Anyway,
we're good.
We're going back in to talk about this.
Hold it. Hold up.
Okay, and one more shameless plug.
No, he's forgetting two.
2 shameless plugs.
Two. Let's see if he can remember which two I'm talking about. I'm not going to give him too much rope, but there's one out there that you need to give a plug to. For all of you out there who are watching Fireball's TikTok live right now, thank you. That's one.
What's the other?
What's the other one?
Fireball, can you think of the second one?
Dude, you just looked me up. I can't think of
What
it
is
right now.
what is the
Okay,
second
so,
one?
all right. So whenever we are streaming, myself and Fireball, and I don't even know if Fireball's doing this, I know I am. And whenever Chungus is gaming, I know he's doing it. Tune in to our Discord. You can actually talk to the Gnomad Gamers while we are gaming. You don't even have to be on the same game as what we're gaming.
Or just make friends.
Yeah,
It's a
or
general
just
hangout.
or just come in and shoot the shit. But I know I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and you gotta look at Thursday to see if I'm on
Should I
Friday.
just put a link in my...
I would, yeah, I would.
Let me put it in the link.
We'll have to put in a link on all of our socials. But yeah, that's cool, man, because like yesterday when I was on my 5-hour stream, I was talking to Xander Crestrider the entire 5 hours. So I mean, it's a good way to connect the Nomad Gamers, us three, while we're out in the wild doing our thing. But yeah, that was my plug, man. I just wanted to make sure that I don't have my new laptop yet, so
It's just
I still have to do the.
We're all just gonna start doing the same.
Yeah.
The same thing. Because then they don't know. They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't care if they know because here in a couple of weeks, this will be a thing of the past. Where, yeah, I'll officially be able to retire this laptop. All right, so we're talking about Valhalla again. It's been a week since we talked about it.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
So how what's everybody's power level?
I have no clue. I don't even care.
I didn't even double check.
Yeah.
I'm at power level.
We're just gonna say a nice solid 100.
I'm at
was
power
like
level 89.
See, I don't care about those stats. I really don't.
You have to.
You
I
have
don't.
to, but it also gives you kind of like a rough.
No, it don't.
It gives you a rough guesstimation on where you're at in the story. Because there are certain parts of the world
Like
that are
max power was
Well,
like something.
250.
No, you can get it.
So, as I said on Thursday
Effect.
last week, my thoughts on this game have changed slightly. Oh, so slightly. The needle has moved. What's up?
Just to fact check and
For once, it ain't me.
make sure it's known here. Reaching the maximum power level in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The maximum power level you can currently reach in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 535.
That's without.
No.
That's with DLC.
And that's the
You
max
just said
power
max
level.
power level.
You just said max power.
You didn't
You
say.
didn't
I'm going off of.
You set the rules.
Yeah.
You set
You
them.
never said
I-
Fireball.
Base
Yeah.
game
Oh,
without
okay.
DLC.
Base
is
game?
251.
Base game. Base game.
Yeah, what's base game?
Base game.
Without DLC.
He said 251. It's on. He's on record. Is he right or is he wrong? Do 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 do
Give me
do.
a second.
Can't use that music.
Why not?
You can use 20 seconds of it. You can only use 20 seconds.
I
of it.
didn't do 20 seconds worth.
I'm just saying you can do 20 seconds.
Before we get DMCA.
Well, guess what? There's a break. D D D D.
20 seconds total.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He's right.
Yes.
He's right about the base.
Okay.
We're not gonna touch DLC.
You don't know that.
Should.
We can go back and touch the DLCs for all of these.
He's not gonna make it the DLC.
Hell no, I'm not going to make it.
Are you gonna make it the DLC?
I could, yeah. I could.
Are we going to put a friendly
I mean-
Nomad Gamers bet on this?
I could beat the game. I'll beat the game. You know what? I'll platinum the game. I'll platinum the game.
Oh, wow.
From daylight.
Fireball.
Daylight.
Fireball, you got him wound up.
Huh. We're talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
Now,
When these two knuckleheads ain't arguing about it.
we've gotten through a bit more.
Yep.
We've set some expectations for ourselves to get
Yep.
through certain games to make sure. Which, just gonna level set with you, we probably should have done with. I should have done with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I just
Well-
kinda got to a certain point. I'm like, all right, I'm done for sure.
With the standards we've set going forward,
This is going forward now.
Yeah.
We have certain
for
standards.
going forward,
Yeah. we have certain
I at
expectations.
least met it for Indiana Jones. It was hard to get there.
You both met it for you.
But-
Both actually exceeded me.
Yeah.
I did not.
I tried.
For Valhalla, I just hit it. Like, I hit that. I hit that bar that we set, and I did not go any further up. And I am not ashamed to say it. The game is not my cup of tea.
He's more like a Sims guy.
Well, shut up. But anyways.
No. That was real though. That was a real statement.
The game,
Good
It's-
symmetry.
it's tolerable.
I was gonna say he put a sin in a pool of water and not give him a ladder out.
No, I wouldn't.
Go ahead. Continue what you were saying before you were
It's-
so rudely
I
interrupted.
know.
Oh, come on.
And I thought we talked about this last
Oh,
time.
come
We had
on.
a nice conversation.
We did,
over some-
too.
Come
We had
on.
tea and crumpets, and we promised each other
Yes!
we would be nice to each other.
We pinky swore. You broke your pinky
You broke
sword.
your fucking pinky
You
sword.
Take it.
broke it.
Take his pinky.
No!
That's how that works.
How can I trust it? He already broke it.
Yeah, you break off my pinky.
I'm not breaking it.
Snap, crackle, pop. You ever heard of that in something else? Anyway, but please
No.
continue on.
Then he wouldn't be able to game because he'd be bitching about, I only got 3 good fingers on
You
this
don't,
hand.
you
You
don't
don't need your pinky for your game.
Well, you know, if you're playing on controller, you don't need it.
I mean, if you're like crab clawing a mouse, you kind of need it.
And if you're doing something on your keyboard, you need it.
With the left hand.
break them both. But then
But we're off. Back on track. Getting back on track.
The game is tolerable. Okay. It was a little bit more enjoyable for me once I got out of the prologue. Mm-hmm. It still wasn't. It's still not a game that I will go back to and play if I'm bored. If that makes any sense. Like when I'm bored, I will go back and play Minecraft. When I'm bored, I will go play Grand Theft Auto. When I'm bored, I'll go play something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
However, this game, while there is some parts of it that is fun, it's just not like, I'm not going to dog it. It's just not my cup of tea. It just isn't. It's a well constructed game, just not in my wheelhouse.
Go, because I actually maybe you should go because I have the biggest change in thoughts from.
Well, so did I. I mean,
no,
you were already.
I was sitting here going, it's because the last time we talked about it.
No, that's true. He does have a pretty big one. So
the last time we talked about this, and we can go back and pull it up if we want to. We were all still mostly in the prologue, and we were all like, "Oh my god, this game sucks! It's so slow. You feel like you're really pulling teeth trying to get out of that prologue." But as soon as you get out of that prologue, as soon as you get to Ravensthorpe, and I'm gonna say here, spoiler warning, because me and
who cares if they haven't played it by now? That's tough shit. It's not a new game.
Still spoiler warning.
It's still a newer game.
Yeah, it's not a new game.
Newer games than the ones we've been playing.
Well,
you get to Ravensthorpe, you start raiding the monasteries, you start interacting with the Assassins Brotherhood. You start getting more like open world action instead of just you only have one objective and you have to go here. It starts becoming a lot more fun, and then you're looking on your little compass mode. You see the yellow dots or you see the white dots, and it's like everything is so easily spread. It's not like Assassin's Creed Origins where it's everywhere, and you will go 5-10 minutes without having any interaction.
Yeah.
In Valhalla,
you go 5 or 10 minutes in this game with no interaction.
No,
when you're traveling from one area to another.
You're traveling from one area to
absolutely.
Because
you'll look up on your compass and you'll see like, oh, is that?
By far, this game has the most travel time so far.
I will say that the scale of this
at
game
least that
it's huge. But like you'll be running along going to a different settlement, and then you'll see that big yellow thing pop, and you're like, is that a piece of armor or is that an ingot? So let's go take a look at that. Yeah. And you'll walk over there, and then you'll use your like Odin's vision, and it'll say that's a piece of armor, and you're like, let's go see what that is.
I will say I'll let you finish your thoughts. Actually, I have my own thoughts on everything right now.
Because
if he ever gets through, he's being long-winded.
Hey! I thought we weren't. I thought we were interrupting.
Yeah, you're
not interrupting.
Yes, you are
rudely interrupting.
You're being long-winded. Okay.
Yeah, but it's stop.
That looks a little provocative.
But it's just. There's so much more. Like once you get into the open world, there's so much more you can do, and there's by far more in this game than I feel like there are in others. Whether it be going to do the codex for going after the Templar, whether it be going and getting treasure, whether it be going and get ingots, upgrading your armor. You know, they've got the dailies in there with Rita for the opal.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You've got you raid the monasteries and you can upgrade your town, which I believe I'm up to a level 3 or 4.
It takes a bit.
For the tower.
It takes a bit. And
I mean,
looking at sorry, I'm interrupting and I'm sorry. But the just to let you guys, if you haven't played the bars for upgrade, like the amount of upgrades you can give to your town, off the top of my head, it looks like it was like 10 or so or 12. There was a lot of little segments you can upgrade by. There's a lot. There's a lot. You can upgrade this town by a lot.
There are 4 different maps you can go to.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back to Norway. Your main area is England. You go to the Island of Skye, Island of Skye, and then you go to Asgard. That's the big thing I thought was really cool is you play as I forget who it
Norse
is.
god.
I forget who it is. It's not. I don't. But you see Thor, you see Freya, you see Loki. I mean, once you get to the Asgard, I thought that was really cool because it really does immerse you. I love how they depicted each one of the gods because it's not like the MCU version of the gods where anything like that. It's actual like
mythological.
Yeah. And it looks really damn good. And so, like I said, my thoughts have changed about it a lot. I'm gonna stop being so long-winded and take it over to Chuck.
No, you're fine if you're able to keep talking. I was just gonna say, if you watch the previous episode, which you always should. If you need a refresh or anything, go back and check it out.
Yeah, just stop this episode,
Just
go back and watch the other one,
go watch the
and
other
then
one,
come back.
Come right back. Yeah,
It's all good.
we'll be waiting here for you. Don't worry. Now this is where the Jeopardy music comes in.
Yeah.
I can't. I max out my
I
time.
maxed out the time. Yeah, fair enough. No, I was like I don't like this game. This game is ass. It sucks. It's targeting back to like Indiana Jones vibes for me. Just wasn't enjoying it.
It's the prologue.
I got through the prologue and I started playing it a bit more. Progressed not far, but progressed enough to actually form a more valid opinion on it. I say more valid as in like to actually, if I'm gonna shit talk the game, I can properly do it, right?
Yep.
It's not bad, but it's not good either.
No.
I still don't like the upgrading of equipment, and then I know it's for progression. I get that whole thing, and you can argue back in the older ones that you also still have to upgrade your equipment by just buying a new set of weapons and stuff, right? I don't like the RPG aspect of gathering materials to upgrade. Go ahead. What's your point? Go ahead.
No, the part that I'm just gonna do this that way I don't interrupt your thoughts. That's the one part I did enjoy about the game is you had to go out and farm the material for your upgrade. So you had to climb the mountains. It was
a bit better than what they did in World.
Yeah. Like you can see the steps going up.
Yeah.
And
there was an actual ladder of progression.
Yeah, and that's what started hooking me. Is when I had to go out and find ingots, and I had to go out and hunt, and I had to go. By the way, hunting is a bitch in this game too, but I really did enjoy the fact that I had to go out and get the materials to upgrade my gear. I never did get all of them because I never upgraded any of my shit, but it is what it is.
But
go ahead.
Piggybacking off of that,
Piggyback.
You don't actually have to hunt in this game. You don't have, because there are so many chests out there that like, you could go to a settlement and you could pick up like 250 slots worth of that treasure. Or you could go to an even higher level and like instead of getting 25 to 27 per, you could get like 50 per. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I never had to hunt in this game. I really enjoyed that because, again, Origin soured my taste for having to hunt. Because not only did you have to hunt in that game, they forced you to hunt. Oh, you want to upgrade your stuff? You have to upgrade to move forward. You want to upgrade your stuff? Go get fucked and chase down these animals that if you don't one-shot kill, they're going to run away. And you cannot catch up.
It's hard to kill because you got to fight this mythical lion. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by this? Explain yourself.
Was I the only one that found the quest to go hunting? Like you have to bring back so many.
Well, you're talking about going like after the introduction quests.
Yeah.
Because like the alliance map quest, first quest is
your hometown. No. Yeah. Your hometown. After you get out of the prologue, and like I said, unless I played it multiple times, I will never remember the quest names or any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I was going around your home base looking for the forger, looking for stupid game where you're drinking yourself silly.
Skull!
Yeah,
Skull!
the stupid Viking thing.
Skull!
that stupid word game.
Is it worm or word?
Word.
Okay, I heard worm. I'm like, I don't remember.
But either way, as I was looking for all that, I talked to a certain woman, and it went around. And I'm going to paraphrase this. Where is the best hunting grounds? I'm not going to tell you until you bring me back 4 deer antlers.
No, I never did that.
I actually didn't either. Yeah. No,
Okay.
No.
I stumbled across it, so then I went looking all over that goddamn mountain.
Imagine hunting is hard.
I could find all the Arctic wolves I wanted.
Oh, you're talking about in Norway. I'm sitting here thinking he's talking about in England where you're building up Ravensthorpe.
That's what I was
No.
confused on.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I still never did
Just
that.
before you went there.
No,
No, I did the same.
no,
Yeah.
See,
But
the thing is, go ahead.
It took me hours to try and find. I found one fucking deer, and then when I killed the damn thing, it didn't give me any antlers. I was like, "What the fuck? Why give me a quest and then don't give me the goddamn antler when I killed the motherfucker?"
It wasn't actually a deer.
It was a deer.
No, it wasn't a deer.
okay.
Plus they got elk.
I got another funny to go for. What'd you name your mount?
Oh, I don't think I ever named it anything special.
Traveler.
Biscuit.
Biscuit?
Biscuit.
See, if I boot
Like
up
a
the
whisker?
Game, if I boot up the game right now, I mean, I could.
Also,
boot it
did
up.
you ever come across that side quest where those kids are running almost faster than you in Ravensthorpe?
No.
Where that one kid's sitting in the longhouse and he's like, "Oh, come help! Somebody's trapped. Another little kid's trapped," and he takes off, and you're full sprint and you're not catching up to him, and you're like,
Just pull out the bow, shoot him.
No,
in the leg,
no.
just
I'm like,
Come back here.
get this little kid an NFL contract. He's probably running a 4.2 right now.
Anytime I have a mount or anytime I have anything like a horse or whatever I can name, it's always travel.
But you don't get to. I don't think you actually get to name the mount. One day I just called him Biscuit, and I was like, you know what, we'll just stay with it. And so every single time I had to call him my mount, I was like, all right, Biscuit, let's go.
I can't remember actually naming the horse.
I mean, if we're talking about like the names we give our mounts in games, it used to be sequestered in most games. It was sequestered in RAR 2. But once I played Ghost of Tsushima, I've been naming all of my mounts Kage, which is Japanese for shadow.
No, mine's
So
Traveler
it's-
for one reason. It's historical.
That game traumatized me. Anyway, we're talking about this game, not that game.
Yeah.
That is a game that we should definitely cover. Especially with the sequel coming out this
Is it
year.
only a PS5?
It is.
Fuck that.
No, it's not on PS5.
It's on Xbox too?
It's actually on PC.
Well, I'll
It's
have
not on
a PC
Xbox,
or
but
It's
on PC.
not on Xbox.
But it's on PC.
Yeah, it's on PC and PlayStation. But that's actually a really good game that I think you guys would both actually.
I played it.
PlayStation's just pissed me off, and I'm trying not to play
Not
it.
all the way through. I'm like a quarter of the way through.
It's really good.
Off topic.
All right, what's the next?
He's
Yeah.
right, off topic. But back onto my original point before we had 3 piggybacks in a row.
Yeah.
My opinion on the game has changed. Again, I was like, it's ass, but now it's okay, right? I still don't like
It
certain
just smells
aspects
of ass.
of going to have to. I don't have to. Let me rephrase that. You don't have to, but you're playing an RPG. You're gonna want to progress, so you're definitely gonna go and do the things to make sure you can upgrade yourself to progress. Right? That's the thing. You don't have to, but you have to. Right? You're incentivized to do so. Let's rephrase.
But that's the thing is like, I'm not big on the RPG aspect, but it feels like they covered more of like with being a Viking, they've covered more of the historical output of being a Viking, going and raiding, but yet they still managed a way to tie in the assassins versus Templars part of it.
Yes. Spoiler.
I'm talking about
Okay.
Origins.
Oh, okay.
I understand that's earlier in the timeline.
You're not even, the creed's not even formed. Yeah.
Right. But it's not.
Brother.
They still say, oh yeah, but historically you still are fighting the Templar, even though they're not technically called the Templar. You're not technically called the Assassins. The ancient ones versus whatever versus whatever. In that game, in like Origins, I don't feel that. I don't feel that aspect.
See, that's the thing. It is quite literally the origin story. They're not fully at the point of where they would even be considered the they are the early considerations of the Templars.
Because they are called the ancient ones.
But they are totally different for that reason, because it's starting you out, making you come to the realization that if you've been a long time fan of the series, going through all the games and up to Origins, because that's the one you're referencing right now, you come to this realization within the story that it's absolutely a point of the Templars are always throughout.
Mm-hmm.
They are everywhere and anyone. They can be. That's the whole thing, and the same with the assassins, right? So there's a hint of fluidity within the identity of these groups that have been at war for so long, back since ancient Egypt.
Right, but I understand that. But what I'm also trying to say is they did a very good job, not only in. I think I'm kind of biased because my favorite Assassin's Creed game is Black Flag. And I get a lot of variation of Black Flag from Valhalla.
Like, I get what you're saying.
You got you have your core identity of you're a pirate or you're a Viking. That's the core identity. But then on top of that, you get roped into the war, and yet, even though you're not technically a pledged assassin, or you're not technically certified, I should say.
You're not an Ezio Auditore. You're not
Ezio. You're not Desmond Miles. You're not Ezio. You're not Altair.
Let him be clear with that.
You still have a fighting point within the war, and that's the thing that it's not in your face. It's not in your face. Your Assassins versus Templar.
Yeah. What's your point?
Any comments?
No.
Was that your point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always ask him 3 or 4 times.
So the thing is, like, I get your point, and I will say this: I think, I'm gonna get roasted in my online friend groups with this shit. I'm gonna stand out dying on this hill.
Oh,
I
Lord.
think Valhalla has done a better job at having more nuanced character development for the protagonist than Origins or even Black Flag. Wow.
That's an interesting opinion.
While it's a great progression for
You probably should move the headline to story now.
Oh, you know
we're
what?
jumping in the story.
Well, I was still trying to talk about my thoughts, but you guys keep fucking interrupting.
I'm not interrupting nothing.
Okay.
I put my hand up, and you were like, okay, go.
No, because that's like an interject. Then get back. I didn't get to finish yet.
No, he goes long-winded on me.
Go.
Which was one? Which one?
Story.
Oh,
thoughts. No.
Oh,
good Lord.
Can I just finish my thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
finish your
you.
thoughts.
Jesus.
Don't interrupt.
Stop it. Yeah.
Anyways.
Valhalla is an okay game, right? The combat's okay. It harkens back more towards, I'm going to say this, some of the OG games, specifically Brotherhood. We'll get there when we get there. We'll talk about it when we talk about it. But just if you know that game, you're automatically going to know what I'm talking about. To give a brief example of it, different forms of attacks, i.e. a light and a heavy, but also being able to still counter, parry, dodge, that type of deal. Valhalla has taken, a lot of games have taken on the form of a Souls-like type of combat system, in the sense of, I'm going to specify this, and I know that's not really Souls-like. Being able to dodge, roll out of things, unblockable attacks, that sort of thing, it's very much you get my point. If you played Souls games, you get my point. But that's besides the point. The story's pretty decent. Graphics are a lot better. Unironically, I think Valhalla has been one of the better made modern Assassin's Creed games.
Yes.
And that's saying a lot. Unironically, that's saying a lot. Because Origins wasn't awful, but there were some major issues when that game first came out. And even after they fixed it, it still was very apparent that it felt half-baked. The ideas were there, but they just... Let me rephrase that. The actual progression of the engine itself was very apparent in the graphics and the way that they built the game. But on the developmental side, there are some things that were lacking. That's all. Valhalla has done a better job at really making me see that, all of these games are not awful. It's not the worst game in the world. I've played some awful games. Valhalla is not an awful game. It's just it does have its points where it drags, and that's yeah. Shut the fuck up. And that's that's games that have slow burns every now and then in between. It's gonna lose a lot of the modern audiences, i.e. the young ones, the TikTokers and all that, because society has been built around a short attention span, and that's very apparent when it comes to games, because a lot of games they're very high octane, and they don't take their time as they used to. But now every once in a while when you have a game that does take its time, kind of forget that, right? So my long story short, my thoughts have changed. Valhalla's not bad. It's not good either. It's just okay.
Okay. Just real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know about you guys out there, but if you are above the Mason-Dixon line, you're freezing your ass off with your Gnomad Gamers. Because right now, outside, it is 6 goddamn degrees.
Actually.
No, I just checked it. It's 6.
It feels like -9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is 6.
But that wind chill definitely be chilling.
And I'm going to tell you right now,
that does be chilling.
While the Shire, I would say, is about 80% done.
I'd still say 55%.
No, it's 80. It just has mud tape, paint, and floor, and then after that we can do HVAC.
Still gotta do a lot of reorganizing.
That's
a part of it.
That's not the finishing product.
All right, move on.
Yeah, but what I was saying.
Long-winded.
No. What I was saying was, this cold. I could feel the cold creeping into the Shire.
I can feel it in my knees.
Oh. So if you see us moving around, we're
trying to stay warm.
Yeah, we're moving because it's cold in here.
It is very cold.
And the Fireball moved the damn heater to where it's not really hitting any of us.
Oh, it's hitting my foot. It's hitting.
Hey, I had to move it so we could have the mic.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You could still move it to where it was facing us instead of into the coffee table.
He's actually right, because he would pick the mic and pick it up. It does every single time.
You didn't pick it up on on Talking Tuesday.
What day is it?
Tuesday. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. I love Thirsty Thursdays. That means the weekend's here.
All right. But story that we completed so far. Well, should we go with who completed it the least, or should we go with who completed the most?
I completed the
probably least to most.
Okay. So do you want to go first, guys?
What do you think?
I think the story is decent. There's something about Assassin's Creed where the prologues are just fucking long.
Oh, yeah.
They are long and they are boring.
So, hold on. I'll fight you on this one. The prologue.
But that's my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Once you get past the prologue, it starts to pick up. It starts to engulf you. The story is a pretty solid story. However, like I said before, it's just not my cup of tea. I mean, I did more exploring than I did any of the quests. Yeah. I was having fun climbing mountains and doing shit like that.
Okay. You go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. So,
unless you guys want another episode of this, we need to start getting on our horses.
Well, we could do another episode.
Nah, we should have it. But I'm not. Yeah. I'm okay with. He's not going to, so we really can't. Is the thing. We could.
What, keep playing the game?
Yeah. Talk about it.
I am not playing this
That's
game.
what I'm talking about.
Cody rules, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Majority might. I'll talk about it for another episode, but I ain't playing no more.
I mean, that's fair. Because there's still a lot we could cover. Talking about fighting style, talking about weapons.
Oh, Christ.
We can actually
go way too far
stuff. Nah, perfect.
No.
But because we need to do that for every. That's what. And
we should be.
Tell me if I'm wrong or not in the comments. When you guys tune into us talking about a game,
yes, tell us.
I feel like you would want us to tell you, what we think about it, whether it be minute details such as fighting style or weapons or armor or the upgrade system or whatever, because you may not want to play the game, or you may be on the fence about playing the game, and we'd be like, you hear all three of our comments and you'd be like, okay, this might be something I actually want to pick up. So honestly,
tell us in the comments what you want to hear.
Yeah,
please actually comment down below if you would like for us.
All three of us will see it,
because we will see it and we will judge. But yes, story so far as to what I got up to completing. So absolutely, after getting past the prologue, I'm like, okay. Took a break, came back to it. I'm glad they gave us that extra time to play it, because I came through and played it a good bit more. And I have to say, my favorite aspect. I know this is not the story, but give me a second. I'm getting there. Raiding monasteries is pretty fun.
It is.
That's what I'll say.
That is technically a part of the story, because you have to build up Ravensthorpe.
Yeah. So I do like that aspect, and I will say this: when I said characterizations, development, and all that within versus old to new now, you actually feel like a Viking that is helping the assassins.
Mm-hmm. But you are helping the assassins.
Exactly. You don't feel that in other games where it's like, because I know a lot of them are like, hey, you're this type of person, but you're also an assassin. You're helping the assassins.
That's why I like Black Flag so much, is because core identity, you are a Viking or you're a pirate.
I'm gonna have to stop.
Okay.
Story's actually pretty good. Playing as Eivor, Hingadingadorgan.
The other thing I do like.
Hold on, you cannot interrupt. No, you can't interrupt. Please continue, Chungus.
Jesus Christ! He plays Eivor, and Eivor as a character is kind of confusing. I'm not gonna lie. So far, it was very straightforward at the beginning, but also the whole spoiler warning. The whole aspect of seeing Odin and all that when you assassinate people is very fucking interesting.
Key people.
When you
assassinate key people.
Key people. Let me rephrase. Yes, key people. It harkens back to the other times you're like in that sequence with other assassins.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different this time. You're like in Origins they did a good job of it as well. The whole toting out the feather and like sending them down. Yeah, that was all cool. This takes it up to a whole nother level.
Didn't they do that with other Assassin's Creed as well?
No, specifically something about sending them down the River of Dead or whatever. That's what they were visualizing with doing that. That's why they do that in Origins.
Mm-hmm.
So that going forward, that's why all the assassins do that. But anyway, specifically doing like the way they have it shown up for Eivor, I just find that very interesting. It's a very unique take. I like that. That's my thought process on that. That's all. Story good. You know what? I recommend it if it's. We'll get there. Go ahead. Your turn. Go ahead. Go.
I like the fact this is the first Assassin's Creed where you can either play as a man or a woman.
What does that have anything to do with it?
Nor.
Okay. Well.
Syndicate.
Oh yeah. Other than Syndicate.
Syndicate was the first.
Yeah, but
Twins.
you can. It is an RPG game, and that is something that we really cover. I remember in the prologue, they say, "Do you want to play as female Eivor, or do you want to play as male Eivor, or do you want to let the Animus decide?" And it was like, this is actually pretty cool, because, again, although Assassin's Creed is not really supposed to be an RPG aspect to it, having that RPG aspect into it is
also again, just real quick to fact check you, Odyssey did it first.
Odyssey did it first?
Yeah, because you can play as the male or the.
We haven't played Odyssey yet, so.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
Yeah, we haven't.
My bad. Sorry, that game came out before. Anyway, continue your point. I interrupted too much.
But thank you for fact checking me. At least I know that. But moving forward into the story, I loved it. I mean, again, your core identity is being a Viking, but you are helping the assassins. When you go and take out, because I started diving deep the Codex when it came to going after like zealots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The gruesomeness of actually confirming your kill and watching it go in and like just shred. I was like, oh.
I'm not gonna lie, some of those dismemberments are kind of crazy. Some of those
Oh my
executions
God,
are really crazy.
yeah.
My most favorite one is where you take the enemy's axe and you fucking and then stomp their head on top of it too. It's some of these executions are brutal.
Good.
My favorite
especially
is
when you get the spear. Go ahead, sorry.
Log splitter.
man. Look who's interrupting who now.
You fucking John. It's like ah.
My favorite. I run with the Raider axe. I got the one that if you hit a critical, you light on fire. You light your axe on fire, so everything around you starts burning.
Mm.
My favorite is the one where you do an uppercut with that X, and then you bring them back down, and you just chop their head off.
Yeah.
But back to the story. We kind of got a little bit off topic. We got to move forward.
That shepherd hook's coming.
Yeah. Yank. But you know, when you get into England and you have to start going into the alliance maps and doing the alliance maps, there's good story. Like, I don't know, are those technically side quests or is that the main quest?
Going into the alliance maps?
Doing the alliance maps, yeah.
Some of it is required.
Some of it is required.
Some of it is required.
Okay. But actually doing those alliance maps and doing those quest lines, there is some thought into those quest lines. And
it's a well thought out like progression of story.
It
like,
really
honestly,
is,
it's really
because
well
like
thought out.
as you do those alliance maps, you have, depending on your events of the game, they coincide with each other. So like you talk about, you do Chill Bears, I think it's the Northern Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk about it in the East. You do all that kind of stuff, and it's very well thought out, and it's very, I like it. I mean, I'm kind of being a little pressed for time here. But yeah,
we are we're a little pressed for time.
We're way pressed.
So we're gonna go into, is it worth the price tag?
What's the initial price tag?
If you guys want to know what this game came out in 2020.
Okay, what would I have to pay for it today? I don't care about when it came out.
Okay, but that does matter. For games, that does matter.
Somewhat, yes. But if I'm a gamer out there that's watching Gnomad Gamers right now, and I'm like, ooh, there, that it has a very favorable review by the Gnomad Gamers. I want to go buy it now. What's the price tag now? Because
as of right now, if you are getting it digitally, no matter if it's on Xbox, I'm specifying this. If you don't, we're assuming you don't have Game Pass or any subscription service for the current system on. So if you're getting on Xbox
digital
or PlayStation, the digital purchase is going to run you $60. It is still full price. Now, if you are going to buy it if you want a PC, you're going to buy it on PC. There are a myriad of marketplace stores on PC. The price ranges from as low as $3 as upwards to $20. Now, if you're getting a hard copy via, like, say, you go to GameStop or any discount game store, you could get it as cheap as like 20-something bucks.
Okay, so I guess I'll go first real quick. If you have the time to invest in the game, this isn't a game that you can just pick up and beat.
No, this is a long
game. This is a long game.
I will say
so
this.
If you are committed to it, absolutely it is worth the money.
I was gonna say, for hours played to price ratio, it is worth it if you can put in the hours. If you're like Godfather and you get through this prologue, let's say you buy it for $60, you get through the prologue, and you're like, you don't like it, it's not worth it. But if you're somebody like me who has, I believe, over 30 hours into it right now, totally worth it. Because right now, if I were to buy it for $60, I'd be playing like $2 an hour.
I have my metric for games. I go by the metric of $1 an hour. If I can get an hour of enjoyment and gameplay out of the game, that is worth $1. So for me, I can tell you I probably wouldn't put 60 hours into this game. If I would have purchased this on my own accord, I was able to get a free code on for PC, so I didn't pay anything for the game, just to level set with you guys. But if I paid $60 for this game, but I wouldn't have to because of discounts or whatever, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'd be a little pissed, but if you are new to the Assassin's Creed series,
It's a good game to get into.
it's not a bad game to get into.
Yep.
It's worth it if you want to put the hours into it. Have a good game, a good story. I say good game. Have by the metric of playing game, it is a good game. It's well made. Graphics look good. Still like the sound quality. That's just first preference.
I agree with you. Actually,
The sound quality.
I was actually playing it and paying attention to the sound.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It sounds like an old, funky '80s porn movie.
I don't know what game you were playing.
I don't know what game
I
you
was
were
playing
playing.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
My opinion. Again,
I would say it's hedging your bets
it was
on
horrible.
If you can get it discounted, get it discounted.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a discount.
I think more heavily on it if it's a game you really want to get into. It's one of those games where you sit down, put 100 hours into, and get some enjoyment out of. Go right ahead. It's one of those games you can sit down and explore and just have fun with. Sure.
I have to say this because we're not sponsored by them, but it's something that really is important to have. Get Game Pass. If you have an Xbox, get Game Pass because
It'll save your ass.
Hundreds of games.
hundreds of games for $15 a month, or $15 every 2 weeks, so $30 a month. I think it's something like that.
What are you paying?
Yeah, no shit.
I'm paying $15.99 a month.
I think that's what it is.
Brother, you said every 2 weeks. I'm like,
Brother in Christ.
my brother? What?
But
Hey! You just paid me the $15.99 every 2 weeks. You just don't get the games. I mean, you don't know what you're paying.
Game Pass, if you want to get into gaming, get Game Pass because they have hundreds of games on there that are priced from anywhere from $20 to $70.
Yeah, you'll be saving money no matter what.
You'll be saving money no matter
I mean,
what.
if you play games often enough, there are some games on there that you can get done within a weekend. Move on to the next one, right? Play every now and then, move on to the next one, right?
Yep.
If you are not an avid gamer or even somebody who plays games on just the weekends, even if it's every weekend,
Still
it's worth it. If
Yeah.
you're not playing that often, it's not going to be worth it.
Okay, we're out of time.
We've been over on other episodes too. There's one more banner.
Well, listen here,
Just one
Bucko.
more banner.
My goddamn toes are like, ooh.
But you got boots on. I got slippers on. My feet are
I don't
cold,
care
too.
what you got on.
This is a quick one. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're just gonna dabble into a little bit, considering that the release of an Assassin's Creed game is coming up on us. What does the future look like for this year?
For this series,
How many more time periods do we have left?
hold on.
Not technically.
I don't think this series is gonna make it past Shadows.
That's.
I think it's a dead series.
I know.
I don't think it's going to be a dead series.
I
I think it's going to be a dead company.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to go deeper than that, yes. That's what I was getting at. But I believe that Shadows will be the last Assassin's Creed, and you will not see a Black Flag remake.
I think you
Ubisoft is good.
you will see a Black Flag remake
There you
so
go.
that way they can try to gain as much as they can. But if the Black Flag remake does not make the amount of money that they think they're going to make, they will have to file for bankruptcy.
No, they're cooked.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Future for this series is very.
Yeah.
As somebody who started playing back in 2007, a little man. Yeah,
A little Chungus.
a little sister. Woo!
I can't
And
say
I
what
played.
else.
Don't say it. Don't. You can say that. But having literally played every single Assassin's Creed up till Mirage, now actually diving into Valhalla, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even get past Prologue the first time I touched this game.
The prologue was bad.
And then we're coming back coming back. I'm touching it again now because for the podcast and having an actual opinion on it. Yeah, I've played it a little bit, so every single Assassin's Creed game. It hurts my soul to see that this has been brought down.
Yeah. If Shadows, if it flops,
it's over.
it's over.
The only way
They will not bring out Black Flag.
The only way I could see this series being recovered is if they sell off the IP.
And that'd be the best thing for Ubisoft
Yeah.
to do, or try to be bought out by another company. That is their only way out of this, and the only way.
But if Shadows flops, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's over.
It's rough.
And right now they're on rocky ground with
They are
Shadows.
they're on rocky ground with every single one of their IPs almost.
Yeah.
Just to talk about them, just a slight little bit, just a little bit. They did a reveal for technically their next Rainbow Six game.
Again?
Technically. You want to know what that
It's a
reveal
Siege
was?
2.
No, remember what that reveal was?
What? A new season for Siege?
What it looks like.
Oh my god.
New operator.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's their big reveal. And you know, it's stuff like, and I get that it's not entirely the team.
And this
like
is-
I'm always going to state this. I'm not blaming the developers themselves because they're there to do a job. They have to develop and make the game, no matter what it is that they have to make.
It's
They
a
are
company.
told by
Their
the
shareholders
higher ups and the
whatever.
shareholders if that's what they have to do. That's what they're going to do. That's
There's
the
another
right-
100 jobs going out the door.
Exactly.
Well, and that's the thing is, this is the one thing I hate about Ubisoft is they have put all their eggs in their basket when it comes to Siege, and they have left all their other IPs behind,
And it shows.
and it shows.
But with that being said, that brings us to thoughts around the show. You go first.
Take the
Take
Yeah,
take
take 'em.
it.
Take it, big guy.
There we go.
You're pulling, you were supposed to push.
Yeah,
Push door.
it's a push door, not a pull door.
Push door, not a push door.
But thoughts around the Shire. For those who are watching live, today is Tuesday.
Mhm.
For when this goes on YouTube and Facebook, it'll be Wednesday.
They
I don't really have much planned besides, the normal streams. Again, we're kind of taking a little break from Minecraft. I want to try to get some more people to get a group game going of modern Minecraft before we get back into it. I know Thursday I've got going to be doing some sort of co-op game. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing some sort of co-op game with Tin Man the Rowdy. Some of you may know him as my league racing partner or teammate. However, on to actually working on racing. Still working on the F1 game video for YouTube. However, I think that might take a back seat until I can get it on PC because I can't really do much editing from PlayStation.
No, you can't do shit from PlayStation.
So I think for right now, I might either have to just live on PlayStation, but even then, I had some technical difficulties. But other than that, I'm good. That's all I got.
I don't know. My nose is cold.
How is your nose cold? My nose is
Godfather?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mhm.
Hey, what's up, Nomad Nation? So, tomorrow night, Wednesday, 4 to 7, I'm going to be streaming. Like I announced on Talking Tuesday just before this, it will be Minecraft. Myself and Sweet Kitty Pie have started a new project. Thursday, we're going to go around the block with our favorite games. Games, plural.
Nobody said anything.
Nobody said
Oh.
anything.
Nobody said
I was
damn word.
cutting it off at the pass.
I wasn't gonna say.
And then I will let everybody know what's going on Friday night. Hey, shush. I'll let you know what's going on Friday night as far as my streaming. And then this weekend, I don't know. I'll let you know on Thursday. Tune in. I'm not going to give you too much. Chungus, it's all yours, big guy.
Oh yeah.
There you go. The macho man, Randy Savage.
This is here, boy.
No, that's the Hulk Hogan.
Oh, what's your name? Oh yeah, brother.
No, you don't say brother.
Hey, listen. It's Mike. I have the talking stick. Okay.
If you're gonna
Anyways,
mimic an '80s hero, at least do it right.
Fine. Yes, I'm gonna do a Slim Jim.
There you go. That's
That is-
better.
that was
All
your-
right.
That's better.
All right. Okay. All right. No.
Anyway.
Still working on the Warhammer videos. I have footage recorded. Editing is being done as we speak. There's a lot to go over. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot to go over. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Tune in. I'll keep you apprised. All right. Like I said, I'll keep it updating. Oh God, I'm getting fucking fished. I'll keep you updated on it. All right. Be on the lookout for that shit.
But that's all, folks.
I actually might put that as the end. That would be great, actually.
Are we going to get copyrighted for that?
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
It's Warner Brothers.
No.
Yes.
That's been used so many times that
No, Oh, you're frozen. Oh, both of you were frozen on my screen.
I wasn't looking. I wasn't moving.
Anyways, let's
We
get
will
the hell out of
definitely
here.
Get us out of here.
Get us out of
Where
here.
you go?
All
Start.
right. I'm being forced out of here, but I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
I can't make that joke. Fuck, that was gonna be a good joke. Political climate right now does not approve of this joke. Go ahead, Godfather. Get us. Sorry.
Peace and love. Godfather's out the door.
And as always, I'm Kaiser Chunk.